Today on Air Your Beef.
Hit 'em up!
Move 'em out!
Move 'em out!
We want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Browns, it tastes better. Oh, man, look at your wristwatch. Look at the clock in your car. It's 28 minutes after 12. You haven't had lunch yet. 50 locations around town. And they're all waiting for you to swing on by, pick up that delicious Italian beef sandwich for lunch. You can have it dry, you can have it wet or dipped. Takes two hands to hold. Big and beefy, the Italian beef sandwich at Brown's. Better than Taylor Street. The Italian sausage. Pick up one of those also today for lunch. Or put it together. Say, hey, give me a combo. Both together, the Italian sausage, the Italian beef, Frank Portillo's favorite. He's the president of Brown's. Murph, you know what I love? Maxwell Street Polish. Better than Maxwell Street. The yellow mustard, the grilled onions. Let's go to the beef lines. See what you are beefing about. The best beefs win a trip to the best beefs at Brown's, courtesy of Murph. Let's go. And Brown's, it tastes better. Ron is on the northwest side of Chicago. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Murph, I got a beef and a half for you.
What? Give me a big beef and a half.
I got a beef and a half. These NBA players, particularly one that wears a shady color green, throwing these games on purpose to get a better draft pick. I know it comes all with the those balls that bounce around. But, you know, I don't care if Michael Jordan's coming out. You were taught as a kid to play as hard as you can. And
Yeah.
being the coach, you're there to win.
You know, Ron, I heard that story going around the Celtics next to last right now. But the good news for the integrity of the game, I see that the Celtics won the game with a 1/10 of a second left last night on a shot to win 91-89 over the Heat. You do raise the good point, though. The NBA, Ron, they were very, very concerned about throwing games to finish last to get the number one pick. So they did incorporate the ping pong balls to at least make sure that it's not an automatic slam dunk. But you know what, Ron? I like your beef. Stop by Brown's. Pick up some beefs courtesy of Murph. I'll put you on hold, okay, Ron? All right, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's go next to Scott on the north side of Chicago. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Murph, how are you?
Fine, buddy. What's your beef?
You know what? My beef is these national advertising companies using Joe Buck, the Velvet, and you know what I'm talking about, Joe Buck, the velvet-sounding man.
Right.
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah.
He hates Chicago. He hates the Cubs.
He hates the Bears also.
And he hates the Bears. What the hell's that about?
Well, you know what? These national companies looking at just that, a national guy. Evidently, they didn't do their research to find out that in Chicago, all the Bears fans and half the baseball fans, all the Cub fans, don't like the guy. Nicely done. You're going to Browns. Everyone's going to Browns. Hang on.
Hey, thanks, Murph.
You bet, Northside Scott. What's your beef? Courtesy of my friends at Brown's. You know, it ain't just chicken anymore, but man, that chicken, it tastes better. You know what? Maybe you've already had lunch today. Think about this. Dinner tonight, you're going to pick up a big order, take it home, and you know what? Say, hey, honey, you don't have to cook tonight. Hey, kids, look at this. I brought it home from Brown's. You bring the chicken home from Brown's. You know it tastes better. Bring home some Italian beef. Your kids have never had an Italian beef. Your kids are 10 years old. They've never had a real Italian beef like in Taylor Street. They've never had a real Italian sausage like Taylor Street. Brown's has it all. They've never had your kids 10 years old. They've never had a Maxwell Street Polish. Better than I can't even find Maxwell Street anymore, but you can find Brown's. 50 of them. Brown's. It tastes better. Brown's beef lunch. Beef Brown's lunch. Let's go next to Pizza Man calling from Spring Valley. Hello, Pizza Man.
Good afternoon, Murph. How you doing?
Fine, Pizza Man. What's your beef?
My beef, Murph, it's a two-pronged beef.
Two-pronged beef. All right.
I got a problem with score management back there in that wonderful day in January, hoisting a jersey up for Dave Baum and giving him the salute that he so well deserved. And then on their way home from there, they take him in a back alley in Cicero and ball bat him and take him off the air.
Now, wait a minute. I grew up off 51st Court. There was an alley right back there. Is that the alley you're talking about? You know, Dave Baum filled in Monday for the vacationing Mike North, and the Chad Chimp sounded great. Pizza Man, what's your other beef?
My beef is with Mike North. You better be careful. When you go on vacation, you don't always get somebody better than you. You might not have a job when you come back.
All right, Pizza Man, I think you're mixing a tool of the week in there with your beefs. I appreciate it nevertheless.
Everyone apparently in the industry knew that the broadcasters, Harry Carey and Milo Hamilton, had a major beef with each other.
Let's go to, by the way, I got Sox tickets between now and 2 o'clock, hopefully for you. Wheeling, Don is on the score. Hey, Don.
How you doing, Murph?
Good, Don. What's your beef?
My beef is with the Chicago radio announcer, play-by-play man, who always describes the uniforms of both teams during the game. Who cares what the teams are wearing? I'm here to listen to a baseball game. I don't care that the Houston Astros are wearing gray trousers and gray slacks with salmon numerals and black hats. I don't care.
Ronnie, I believe, Ronnie, I'm painting a picture for the audience out there. Ronnie, the Dodgers are wearing Dodger blue as the same color as Lake Michigan. Don, you don't like when Pat Hughes does that, huh?
Yeah, Pat Hughes does that every game. Every game, visiting team.
Hey, Don, I like your angle, buddy. I don't agree with you, but you're going to Browns. Hang on, okay?
Okay.
All right, send my guy. Oh, Don's tough. He doesn't like painting the picture. Got to know what color everybody's wearing. Got the pants hiked up there. You can see the full red stocking. Stocking's a funny word, at least for men. Let's go to David from Jacksonville, Illinois. Hello, David.
How you doing, Murph?
I'm fine. David, Jacksonville, Illinois. Where are you? Where is it?
Hell, we're so far south, we're about off the map.
That's what I thought. I spent many a year in Carbondale. Where's Jacksonville, Illinois?
Jacksonville's about 40 miles west of Springfield.
That's what I thought. Nowhere near Murfreesboro.
No, that's for sure.
Which I never wanted to go pass through. They thought I might be involved. What's your beef, David?
Well, my beef is, and it's really a double beef, Murph.
All right.
Because I feel that the Bears don't know what they're doing with their, their first draft pick. It's
Number 31 in the first round.
It's like they really don't have any idea, what they want to do with it. They want to trade down, they want to trade up, or what they want to do. And we go through this every year.
Okay.
And there seems to be always a problem with their first round draft pick.
You got to put your toe in the water, see what the temperature is. I think they're sort of fishing around on that. But what else do you have for me, David?
Well, that's pretty much about it, Murph. I just wish, quite honestly, I'd like for you guys to tell me when you're going to have a good program on evaluating the up-and-coming draft.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just like to know when I'm going to have any good program on. Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Oh, you're a tough crowd. Lunchtime Browns beef. You're out in the car driving around. Sales guys, before you make that next sales call, pickups. Here's how you lock up that next sale. Got that tough customer, you're going to meet him about 1 o'clock. Say, hey, I'm bringing lunch over. Stop by Brown's. Bring him over a beef, a sausage, a Maxwell Street, or how about most sales guys seem to love that meatball sandwich. Even our guy here, sales manager, superfan Dan, bloop, that last meatball always falls on his $50 silk tie with the delicious marinara. Back in a flash off that toasted French bun. Murph, the score.
Donovan, I've got your mom on the line, and she's got a major beef.
What's your beef on the home stretch? Brought to you by Browns. It ain't just chicken anymore. Beef, Browns, lunch Browns, beef. It tastes better. We got Jesse Rogers in a few minutes from Wrigley Field. Felix P.A. leading off. We'll talk plenty of Cubs. Then Sox fans got a couple pair of tickets, hopefully with your name on them. I'll be giving away between now and 2 o'clock. Have a beef via email. Steve in Bloomington. Hey, Murph. I was watching the national broadcast Sunday night. Thought I saw something interesting regarding Dave Winfield when he was on. I'll read Steve's comments in a moment. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hey, Maddox boy's on the score.
Murph.
Hey, Maddox boy, what's your beef?
My beef is with the Boo-Ha Network Fantasy Baseball.
Oh, I've been reading about this. Tell everybody what happened.
Let me tell you, they promised the moon. They promised the stars, but apparently they didn't beat the squirrels who were running the server.
Uh-huh.
Squirrels had a heart attack and died, and all of them. on the servers was lost, and they had to basically wipe out the first week and a half of the season. So everyone who was in the Wuhan Network's fantasy baseball had to start from scratch.
The Entertainment Sports Programming Network, no one can make trades. Everything was washed out. Hey, Maddox, boy, good job. You're a winner. You're going to Browns.
Hey, thanks a lot, Bert.
All right, buddy. Hook up. I've been reading about that. Eastern Seaboard Programming Network, as Mike North calls it. Let's bring up Ryan from Peoria. Hey, Ryan.
Maddox, hey, Murph, talking about all this food's making me hungry. I'm a fat guy, man. You're killing me here.
Oh, I tell you what, come on up from Peoria. We got Browns waiting for you. What you got, Ryan? What's your beef?
Hey, for Jackie Robinson Day, you hear, I heard Torrey Hunter saying, oh, man, everybody's wearing the jersey. It's taken away from what we're doing. I mean, these teams, this guy went through so much to pave the way for African-American players, and now all of a sudden the one or two players think that it's only their right to pay tribute and their respect to the guy, and they're upset because other teams are wearing the jerseys. Hell, they wouldn't even be playing the game if it weren't for Jackie Robinson breaking through.
It was a misguided statement by Torrey Hunter. In fact, next year I'm sure that every team will have the 25-man up and down wearing shirt number 42. And, Ryan, I agree with you totally, buddy. Appreciate it very much. And Steve from Bloomington said, Murph, watching Sunday night the Jackie Robinson game from the Dodgers Stadium, Dave Winfield was commenting on the dwindling numbers of African Americans. He said, and I did hear him say this, Steve, surprised there wasn't more press and national talk. He said at the rate it was going, he could foresee in 25 years there'd be no African Americans playing baseball. Yes, he did. When he was contemplating the ramifications of this, he made the following comment. And he said, if this occurs and there's no more African American ball players, there would be no more five-tool players in baseball. I thought this was a curious comment, to say the least, and it went unchallenged. I have heard no one else comment on it, Steve. You're exactly right. What's your beef? Oh, man, lunchtime. Get over to Browns. You know it tastes better. Lunch, Browns beef, lunch.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering. All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.